Actually, on February the 1st, today, many things happened, and I think in Yangon City, most of the people, their daily life and security, safety is not influenced. It's okay. And when I was going outside the roads, the main roads are blocked, but most of the roads can transport as daily as before. And just in the supermarkets have more people, and in the ATM machine and in the banks, there are more people are queuing there and follow a line, and they want to withdraw some money. But until now, the ATM and the bank transfer are stopped, and Yangon stock market also stops. And there is another information that Myanmar stopped all the domestic and international flights. Yangon airport closed until May. So before Myanmar closed their international flights, but the relief flight the relief flight is no problem. For example, some of we can go back China it's only every 1 week, but now all the flights are stopped in Yangon until May. And also the phone lines are stopped and the TV are cut off, and until this morning 12 p.m. The phone internet cannot connect. Actually, most of them are worried about this, and most of my friends think this is illegal. There's Myanmar military taking power it is not supported by the people. Now in the Facebook and the Twitter, there is a called Black campaign. There's some of the Facebook users they will transfer a black photo, and they use this to say they want to say no to this kind of to this cult. And but people walking on the street were as normal, and maybe they will buy more rice, oil, and other things in the supermarkets. And I heard the news that the price of the rice are double today. And but when I go to the supermarket, there are still rice, so there is no problem. And I think on the street there are more people than normal, and most of the people are going to buy some things. They will buy some necessities and back home and prepare. Worried about this. And there is another information that is in the money changers, the big change are stopped. People only can change Myanmar money to US dollar, only $300 or transfer back. And many of the money changers say that the US dollar will rise and Myanmar money will crack down. And I think people I think most of the people now are staying at home, and they support the NLD on the Facebook, but when they're going outside, they will say nothing. And but I think fortunately, but luckily, people's daily life, I think it will not be influenced too much. Actually, why the Myanmar military have this seizing power and they do this coup? The main reason is the military is not satisfied with the results of the 2020 Myanmar election. Last November, 2020, November the 8th, Myanmar held its second general election, and the ruling party, NLD, National League for Democracy, and have a landscape win. They win too much. Most of the people vote for NLD. There are 679 parliament seats altogether into the election, and NLD win 396, more than 80%. And the opposite party we call USDP, Union Solidarity and Development Party. This party is supported by the military. Most of the party members, before they are generals, after retire, they form this party, USDP. USDP only win 33 seats. So let's do the comparison. 396 to 33. So this is a overall, it's a landscape win. So the USDP make that declarement that they say there are cheatings. There are some of the voter fraud of from the NLD. And before, the military didn't stand forward to support USDP, but because the February the 1st is a Myanmar new parliament holding. Today is a ceremony, and today is a very important day. And if there is no scope, the Myanmar new parliament will held, and the new MPs will they will vote for the new presidents. But before 1 week ago, the Myanmar military had a news conference. On this news conference, one of the journalists said the military declared to all the Myanmar media and Myanmar people that they are not satisfied with the results of the Myanmar election. They think there are some cheatings, there are voter frauds. So they want to do some survey. And they think the UEC, Union Election Committee, the high official of the election, are not responsible, and they do not believe them. The military wants to lead a new survey of the results, and they want to see some fake. And one of the journalists have a question. He asked, if the result still cannot satisfy, can you promise that you will not seize the power? You will not have a coup? And the spokesman of the military say, we cannot promise. So this kind of the words make all the countries concerned, and many of the peers are concerned about this. So because the military cannot promise, because the military still because the military still want to take the power from the government. And actually, the NLD and the Myanmar military have a meeting on January the 28th, and the Myanmar military have talk something to NLD, but all rejected. They asked it to have a new UEC, Union Election Committee, but they reject. They want to do the survey leading by the military, but NLD also rejected. So today they have this cope and seizing the power. 1 week ago, the U.S. Embassy in Myanmar also have a statement that they're concerned about this and condemns about this things, and they're worrying about this. And today, the COP happens, and the U.S. have the big reaction. And I think, firstly, they will have the sanction of the military officials. For example, the Commander-in-Chief Min Aung Hlaing will be being sanctioned by the United States. And secondly is economic section. And the third is I think the armed weapons will be banned. I think there's 3 ways the United States will do to nowadays to the military governments. Yes, here many countries make statements. They supporting the NLD and condemn the Myanmar military. As UN Secretary General Guterres strongly condemn about the arrest of State Counsellor Aung San Suu Kyi and President Win Myint, and say this is illegal, and hope the UN Secretary General said that it is a severe blow to the democratic reforms of Myanmar. And other countries in Singapore also make some declarements, and they say they hope the military government as quickly as possible to let the State Counsellor Aung San Suu Kyi and President Win Myint as freedom as quickly as possible. And also, Thailand have a declarement about that. This is an internal issue. This is Myanmar issue. So Thailand do not do anything. This is a Thailand declarement But actually, I think this most of Facebook and Twitter, and most of the people are supporting NLD and Aung San Suu Kyi. They have the red color photo and have some words to supporting them, because I think this is really legal. And actually, last year when I was go straight to make a straight interview, most of them are supporting NLD. So maybe I think there are some people. There will be, but that's a little legal. USDP cannot beat NLD, because most of the Myanmar people are supporting NLD and Aung San Suu Kyi. They're satisfied with the past 5 years developments, and I think this kind of the code is betrayed the people's opinion.